I love like the 30s gangster films, James Cagney, G-Men. This movie felt very inspired by those kind of films. Would that be correct?
Absolutely, that was the idea as a kind of an homage to those great Warner's 30s gangsters movies.
And why do you think we love watching gangster films?
I think there's something about gangster movies that's uniquely American, you know. It's about ambition, it's about clawing your way ahead, it's about competition, it's about testing moral fabric and seeing how far you can push things. And, you know, and it's about ultimately pulling yourself up by your bootstraps.
I think it was a period in history where the government was a little bit too strong on denying people what they wanted. And so this was a period where you had, you know, the rise of the gangsters, the Bonnie and Clydes. And I know at that time it got to a point where the country was cheering these folks on.
It's like a romantic time in a way, but there's also heart to it. You think about some of the 20s and the parties and the fun and this and the glamour, but then there's also this kind of like roughness to it.
I think there's something in the recklessness of that era, of the danger and the real, I mean, people were living by night. I think the rebellion of the First World War and women emancipating themselves to some degree, chopping their hair off and taking off their corsets.
Yeah.
And skirts were short and they were dancing in speakeasies. It's just glamorous and dark and totally new.
I love your character because she is strong. She seems to have a good sense of herself, but very compassionate as well. What was your favorite part about her?
Just her strength, you know. I viewed her at first in a very superficial fashion, like, oh my god, like, she's so cheesy. Because I still have yet to conquer what my definition of a real woman is, you know, and it's not just holding a gun and fighting and proving yourself to men. It's sometimes surrendering to who you really are and what you've been through and what you want your life to be.
Do you ever feel cool when you're playing a gangster?
Oh, I feel very cool.
Absolutely. Unless you can't get the car into the right gear. But besides that, you feel really cool.
With the costume, like, you look so cool there.
Yeah.
We're all going to hell.